Today, I am reviewing the Ghost Control's vehicle sensor. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. One of the first things you have to wrap your head around is the installation process, because this is not a device that you just stick on a wall and walk away from. You are looking at a process that involves burying a cable about 12 to 18 inches underground right next to your driveway. This is not a trivial task if you have a paved or concrete driveway, as you are going to need to trench alongside it to get the sensor positioned correctly. If you have a gravel or dirt driveway, it is obviously a much easier job, but you still need to be diligent about the depth and the placement to ensure the sensor picks up the vehicles effectively without being triggered by random metal debris or nearby traffic. It requires a bit of planning, and you should really think about the path your car takes as it approaches the gate to ensure the sensor is positioned where it can accurately detect that approach. The power requirement for the AXWV sensor is another practical detail to keep in mind. It runs on 2C batteries, which are not included in the box. While this is helpful because you do not need to run low-voltage wiring all the way from your control box to the sensor location, it does mean you are adding a maintenance item to your list. You will eventually need to change those batteries, and since the sensor is buried or at least situated in the ground, you want to make sure you have easy access to the battery compartment when that time comes. The good news is that the sensor is designed for outdoor use, but the reality of battery-powered sensors in ground-level installations is that you need to be confident in your weatherproofing. I would recommend double-checking the seals during installation to ensure that moisture is not going to be an issue over the long term. What I think is the most important constraint to highlight for any potential buyer is the system compatibility. This sensor is explicitly designed to work with Ghost Control's automatic gate opener systems. If you have a different brand of gate opener, this is not going to be a plug-and-play solution, and you should not count on being able to hack it to work with other systems. It is also worth noting that you need to have a functioning and programmed Ghost Control's remote transmitter, such as the AXP1, EXR1, or AXS1, to actually program the sensor during the initial setup. This is a crucial step that some people might overlook. You need to link the sensor to your system, and the remote acts as the bridge for that programming process. Make sure you have your remotes ready and programmed to your gate before you spend a single minute digging that trench. The operating range is another factor that dictates your setup. You need to install the sensor within 100 feet of the system control box. In most residential gate setups, this is more than enough, but it is something you should measure before you start any construction work. If you have a long driveway where the gate is quite far from where you want the vehicle detection to happen, you need to be very sure that your control box is within that 100-foot limit. If your driveway is exceptionally long, you might need to rethink your layout or check if you need additional hardware to extend that range, though this specific sensor is designed for that 100-foot limit. In terms of the actual user experience, when it works well, it is excellent. You pull up, the sensor detects the vehicle, and the gate starts to move before you even come to a full stop. It makes the experience of arriving home feel fluid and automated. However, the performance is really tied to the calibration and the environment. If the sensor is buried too deep or not placed in the right spot, it might miss your vehicle. If it is too sensitive, it might be triggered by a heavy truck driving down the road on the other side of your fence, or perhaps a lawnmower or some other heavy equipment. Finding that sweet spot in terms of sensitivity and placement is the real trick. It is not necessarily something you will get right on the first try, so do not backfill your trench completely until you have tested it with your own vehicle a few times to ensure it triggers when you want it to. I think this sensor is best suited for the homeowner who is already invested in a Ghost Control system and wants to optimize the flow of their arrival. It is a fantastic upgrade for someone who has a busy household where different drivers are coming and going, as it removes the need for everyone to have a dedicated remote clipped to their visor. It is also great for visitors if you want to set it up to allow easy entry, though you should always consider the security implications of having an automatic gate that opens for any large metallic object. You have to balance the convenience of the automation with the reality that it will open for anything that matches the sensor's trigger profile. Who should avoid this? If you are not comfortable with minor landscaping or trenching work, you might want to hire a professional or reconsider the installation. If you are not using a Ghost Control's gate opener, do not bother with this. It is a proprietary accessory, and it won't give you the utility you are looking for if your hardware isn't compatible. Also, if you are particularly sensitive to maintenance tasks like changing batteries, keep in mind that this is yet another battery-operated device that you will need to service. It is not a permanent, hardwired solution that you can just ignore for the next 10 years. Regarding the value, I think it is priced fairly for what it is, provided you are in the right ecosystem. It is a specialized tool. It is not meant to be a universal product, and because of that, the value is high for the Ghost Control's user, but zero for anyone else. If you are already utilizing the Ghost Control's ecosystem, this is a fairly low-cost way to get a significant boost in convenience. You are paying for the ease of not having to dig out your remote or memorize a code every time you drive through your front entrance. If I were to offer one big piece of advice, it is to take your time with the initial testing phase before you finalize the installation. Don't rush into burying everything and putting down your landscape edging or driveway gravel until you have verified that the signal is consistent. Have someone drive your car back and forth, test it at different speeds, and ensure that it doesn't trigger for the neighbor's dog or other non-vehicle objects. A little bit of extra time during the setup phase will save you hours of redigging later on. It is also worth documenting where exactly you buried the sensor and the cable, maybe even taking a picture with your phone, so that if you ever need to replace the batteries or service the unit, you don't end up digging up your entire driveway trying to find where the cable was buried. That is a mistake that I have seen people make way too many times. The AXWV sensor is a very specific solution for a very specific problem. It is not trying to be a complex, multifunctional piece of tech. It is just trying to be a reliable trigger for your gate. In the world of automation, reliability is always better than flashiness. If it detects your car every time you pull up and never triggers when it shouldn't, then it has done its job perfectly. That simplicity is its greatest strength, even if the installation is a bit more labor-intensive than the marketing materials might imply. It feels like a mature product for the Ghost Controls line, and as long as you respect the installation guidelines and understand the system limitations, it should serve its purpose well for your property. Ultimately, this is a product about quality of life. It's about that quiet relief of getting home after a long day and having the gate just handle itself without any further input. For some, that might not seem like a big deal, but for those with long driveways or high-traffic home entrances, it really does make a difference. Just ensure you are prepared for the work required to get it up and running correctly, and keep that maintenance schedule in mind. If you're the type of person who likes to get things installed properly the first time, you'll find this to be a solid addition to your property, provided you already have the foundation of the Ghost Control system in place. It is a nice-to-have, not a must-have, but for the right user, it brings a level of polish to your home entrance that is hard to achieve any other way. I hope this helps you decide whether or not this particular upgrade is worth the time and effort for your specific driveway setup. Again, check those links if you want to look at the official specs or see what others are saying about their installation experiences, as every driveway layout is a little bit different, and there's a wealth of community knowledge out there for these kinds of specific smart gate accessories.